Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing this pretty green smoky eye. It's perfect for St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up in a few weeks, and I'm using the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palette, and I'm only using 3 shades, so it's really easy and simple. First I'm going to be taking this warm brown shade, and this is going to act as our transition shade. And you really want to take your time blending this. You don't want any harsh lines. I sped this up because I didn't want this video to be too long, but as you can see, even sped up, it definitely takes time blending it out. I believe I'm using a MAC 217, and I'm just continue to blend that out until it looks seamless. Next, I'm going to be taking this dark green shadow, also from the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, and this is a really pretty jewel tone shadow. It's almost like a hunter green, and I'm just going to be stamping that on the outer corner of my eye. We're doing a halo eye, so you want to start at the outer corner, and then as you can see, I'm really stamping that on so it is nice and opaque and dark. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is turn my brush sideways and bring that into the crease. And we're going to be doing windshield wiper motions into the crease, building up the color gradually, and all while making sure that it is nice and opaque. And don't be afraid to go back in with more shadow, but just start with a little bit first and then work your way up. Next, I'm going to be taking that same shade and going in the inner corner of my eye. I tried to do this in a way that you can see what I'm doing filming, so it looks a little bit awkward. But so you want to stamp that in the inner corner, and like I said, make sure the color is nice and deep, but start out slow and pick up color as you go along. And I'm just sweeping that into the crease as well to connect the outer and inner corner. Going back in with my MAC 217, and like I said, into the crease so I can connect those 2 shadows. And what you want to do is really on the center of the lid, keep that blank, and because that's where we're going to be putting a lighter shadow. Now I'm taking a pencil brush, also by MAC, and just deepening up that crease and making sure that those 2 colors meet perfectly. Again, don't be afraid to add more color, but start out slow. I went ahead and I did the other eye, and it should look something like that. And then I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm using the NARS Creamy Concealer, and you just want to put a little bit on the center of your eye and work that in with a brush very slowly. And this is going to be perfect for our next shadow, and it's going to make it nice and bright and vibrant. Do the same thing on the other eye. And take your time with this. You don't want it to be messy, and you really want to make sure you just go right up to the crease but not into the crease. And then I'm going to be taking this shimmery green eyeshadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, and I'm going to be stamping that on to where we put that concealer. What the concealer does, it just makes sure that the shadow sticks to the concealer, but also it makes it more vibrant. I also went ahead and took some on my finger and patted that on the eye because I wanted it to be extra vibrant, and I feel like your finger does a better job than the brush. And I also wet my brush with a little bit of Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and that makes the color more vibrant as well. Then what you want to do is go back in with the MAC 217 or any fluffy brush, and you want to just blend out the edges of where we put the shadow. So you want it to almost be like a gradient from one shadow to the next. You don't want it to be a harsh line. Now I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush, and I am blending that all out. Really take your time blending. It does take a little bit of time, but you really want the shadows to be seamless and work their way up into that warm shadow. Next, I'm just doing the same thing on the lower lash line. I'm taking the warm shadow first and just putting that on my lower lash line, and then I go in with the green and the darker green. Then I'm taking this color, it's an Ulta shadow that I got, and it's not my favorite. The pigmentation wasn't really great, but I just put that on the inner corner of my eye just to lighten it up a bit. And I just highlighted my brow bone. And now I am tight lining, so I'm just lining my upper waterline, because when we put lashes on, it will make your lashes seem thicker. I'm curling my lashes and applying one coat of mascara. You don't need a lot because we're going to be adding false lashes to our eyes. Next I'm taking, these are Ardell Wispy Lashes, and I'm just looking down into the mirror and I'm placing the lash, and then I tuck in the corners. And you really want to make sure that the lashes are as close to your lash line as possible. As you'll see in a second, I go in and I kind of pinch the lashes together with my own just to make them seamless. Now I have lashes on the other eye. And that's just a little shot of what it looks like so far. Again, I am just going to tight line and make sure that the lashes look seamless, and I'm applying another coat of mascara. And here is the finished look. In the sun, I'm standing by a window in this so you can really see all the colors. They're nice and vibrant, but it's not too over the top for St. Patrick's Day. It's just a perfect green. I hope you enjoy. Thanks and subscribe. Bye!